Hi folks, how you doing? RussellTrueResults303.com. Check out the website. Link in the description box. Mind, body, spirit, fitness. Put in the healing back in health. Once again, when you're at the website, sign up for the free newsletter. Check out the free downloads. Don't forget to follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. The podcast is out there, all major podcast players. Also in the description box. Coming at you today with a video on the biggest, I want to say, mistake, but we all know God is perfect, right? But I think the biggest mistake of Jesus's ministry. Okay, now that, like I said, it seems weird, but once again, we all know, one of my favorite sayings or quotes is, someone that says they don't want to go to church because it's full of hypocrites and evil people. Or you'll see that post on Facebook where some of the nicest people you see are covered in tattoos and the worst people go to church, and then it's, that's why you'll fit right in, right? Because I'm a hypocrite, I'm a sinner, I'm an evil person. And I think that's the beauty of churches. That's where we can all come together and hopefully build that community where we can push each other to be better. So that is that reason why we need to be going to church. But coming at you today, like I said, with that concept of the downfall of Jesus's ministry. And once again, it comes on us. That's why I brought that up, because we as humans are, we're just fallen, we're broken, and we're going to struggle. We see it throughout all the Bible where, all these characters and all these people that God trusted to lead always fell and fell victim to sin and struggle. So here it is, though. I'm rambling. You're probably sitting there like, this guy needs to shut up and just get to the point. So here it is. It's Matthew 22, and this is the greatest of commandments. And I'll just start at the beginning real quick. So it's Matthew 22, starting at 34. When the Pharisees heard that he had silenced the Sadducees, they gathered together, and one of them, the scholar of the law, tested him by asking, "Teacher, which commandment in the law is the greatest?" He said to him, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the greatest of the first commandment. And the first commandment, the second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. The whole law and the prophets depend on these two commandments." So I'm going to focus on that second one. The second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. That was Jesus's biggest downfall, right? That's our biggest downfall. Because unfortunately, that means Jesus expects us to love ourselves, right? And as broken as we are, and in this world right now of, this materialistic world, this throwaway culture, we don't even love ourselves, right? Plastic surgery all over the place, Botox, all these different things. We don't even really love ourselves, So no wonder why we have dysfunctional relationships everywhere we go, right? It's just because we're using each other's to get what we want. We forget what love means. And I've mentioned this before in my other videos. It's love is wanting what's best for the other person, right? That's how we know we have dysfunctional friendships, I think. And it's another reason why I really hate that quote of, a true friendship is not knowing somebody or not hanging around with your friend for X amount of years or months or days, and you get back together and it's like nothing ever happened. But unfortunately, the only reason why you start to see your friends again is because they are hurting, right? They are hurting. So they need to go to you for, to be consoled and to tell them that it's going to be all right. So you are using your friends, right? The rest of the time, you never cared if they were having a good time or being, their life was going okay. But now that you're struggling and you need comfort, you go to them. So you're just using them, right? That's what we got to understand. That's what friendship is. Isn't. Friendship is wanting what's best for the other person. And wanting what's best for the person is being able to talk and interact with them, as much as you can. In a society where we have the ability to travel the globe, in less than 24 hours or whatever, and pick up a phone and be able to talk to somebody. We still don't do these things. And I'm really guilty of it. I am horrible at this. I'm not going to lie. And, my biggest downfall as well is I'm a person that holds grudges. I'm a person that holds grudges, but I'm also a person, I don't let the grudge define the relationship, but it's always in the back of my mind, and I will use it. Here's a great example. Putting myself out there. So I joined the Knights of Columbus. I set up a guys' night out for the Avalanche game. We're here in Colorado. And I tried to get it statewide. Right? So the first year we had 50 people. We had 52 people. This will be the second year coming up. So we had 52 people, and out of my council, 3 people went. And my council, of active participants is like 20 guys probably that always come in and show up, but 3 showed up. So then they had a guys' night out, poker night, with just our guys, and I'm like, I'm not going. I don't play poker anyways. I've never played Texas Hold'em in my life, never won, not even one hand, and I'm 34. But you know what? I held that grudge. It's like, screw you guys. You didn't come to my basketball game, I'm not going. We have a golf tournament coming up, and I was about to do the same thing. Like, screw you guys, I'm not going. But I just got a team together. I'm going to join the golf tournament, but that's something I struggle with, And like I said, we all struggle with these things. I do the same thing with friendships. And I'm just, we just have to be able to recognize it first before we can understand it's a problem. If we don't think it's a problem, we're never going to be able to change it and right the wrong. So once again, I think that's Jesus's biggest issue, is thinking that we actually love ourselves, when of course we most of the time do not. We're not happy with the face God gave us. We're not happy with, in today's society now even, we're not happy with the gender that we've been given. We're not happy with the things that God provides us. We've got to see the necessities. And I think another reason is it's because we misuse the resources that God has given us. And in misusing the resources that God has given us, we are unable to recognize how much power He has actually given us, right? So, once again, I think that's the downfall. And once again, the downfall is within ourselves. So we need to be able to truly understand ourselves, love ourselves, and when we can actually do that, that's when we're on the next step to changing the world and changing those around us and actually making a difference. So once again, I hope this helps. Like I said, don't forget to follow on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, the podcast. Links are in the description box. Share all this information with your friends. Post it on your social media. Subscribe to this channel. Share and like these videos.